now, Bill Cosby is actually being moved to a state correctional facility. This is the actual booking photo that was shot of Bill Cosby when he was first transferred to the jail. As I said, he was led out of the courtroom in handcuffs, taken out in a vehicle, went to a waiting facility, and then the booking photo was taken. He, of course, in the courtroom, handed authorities his watch, his wallet. He came out with his cane in handcuffs. In this photo, you see him. Also, he took his tie off. You see him in his suspenders and his shirt as well. That's how he was actually led out of the courtroom. Many folks, of course, shocked to actually see this day come. One of them is comedian Joe Torre. He is someone, of course, who was with Bill Cosby in this particular case, was there by his side a number of days during this retrial. I caught up with him earlier today where he shared his thoughts again on seeing the comedic icon Bill Cosby being sent to prison.
Leave these white women alone.
First off, you obviously, when Bill Cosby was on trial before he was convicted, attended several of the days, spoke out on his behalf, walking with him. Just your reaction to
PSA, black men,
at least 3
leave
years
these white women
before
alone.
he's even eligible for parole.
You.
Oh well, I mean, first of all, I mean, my thing is for everybody at this point to try to, reach some type of point of healing, you know what I'm saying, to a point where, they're relieved. And it seems like even in his mind, and even in some of the accusers' minds, that, okay, they have reached some point of healing. So, kudos to everybody that thinks that, that they have reached a higher point of understanding. And in my day, and age, I'm like, wow, I mean, you got to be, really on your toes for, what happened 37 years ago, 40 or 57 years ago. In this day and age, people can kind of see, that they can get justice. On my behalf, from his thinking, I was just there for, for her case. And that case, what they say, some still false evidence and stuff was still, that was implicated, was presented in that manner. And
you mean the Andrea Constant?
Yeah, you're right. That's the only one that's the only evidence I saw. That's the only couple, trials that I've been to. So I can only speak on that.
Right, violent sexual predator. And to think that somebody who was called America's dad, somebody who was one of the most beloved figures, every Q rating, whatever, ranked top 3 at 81 years old, will now be known as that.
A sexual predator at 81.
Groundbreaking actor, groundbreaking comedian.
Wow.
Well, I mean, people put titles on there. I mean, you didn't really hear that in his mouth. You hear it, if people say stuff over and over and over again and try to make, like you said, world's, greatest dad seem like he was some predator or some killer, like he was, Jack the Ripper or something like that. It make it seem like I was there. So, I saw how they can, make words or make the sentencing seem like he was this mass, killer, murderer, rapist, stalking women, and it wasn't anything like that. So in order to, in this day of the way the media has to do, keep you clicking and liking, I mean, they use those words, but that's not who he is as a person, and that's not what I've seen, and that's not, to me, what he's shown the world as far as him being a philanthropist and giving back. So I on the speak of that, I mean, I have to say, on his side, I gotta hold up the cape up for all the good that he's done.
And what was it? Is it hard for you to, with all you just said, the things that he's done for HBCUs, the things that he has done for the arts, being again a groundbreaking person in Hollywood, to see this legendary comedian led away in handcuffs to prison, knowing full well that he will spend at least the next 3 years there before he's even eligible for parole.
He's much younger than Bill Cosby.
I mean, that side is uneasy for some. But to also see and know his spirit and hear his publicism speak about where he is, because he, they say he didn't show any remorse. Because if you're not guilty, why should you show any remorse? If you feel you've been set up, then how can you, accept healing for that? But I mean, that's the same thing in this day and age. You gotta go to, you got a president in office that's accused of things worse than that. You got a judge, a Supreme Court judge that's about to be put in office that still have accusers coming out. And, they're not even in, and they, their accusations were way worse than they said Bill Cosby did. And, so I'm like, if that's going to happen, and if this is the path for justice to be seen, then make it be seen for everybody of all color and everybody that's been accused of something that has high power that could have taken advantage of that. And if that's the light that we see in this age, then I'm all for that, because it's a lot of stuff that's been done in the dark that people need to be held accountable for. And I don't think that you can't put one of our greatest African American men on trial like that without putting a lot of other people that are very suspect and guilty as well.
Last question for you. You obviously were
That's
there,
right.
walked in the court with him, stood by his
Wow.
side. Would you also plan to
That's so true.
visit him while he is in prison?
I mean, yeah, if I get the opportunity. I mean, I was asked to come, to come see for myself, to see the truth, and that's what I did. If I was asked to be at the Michael Jackson trial, I would have been there. If I could have been at the OJ trial, I would have been there. If I could have asked to see anything of that, I would see it. But I've also went to see, a couple people in jail. I went to see Mike Tyson when he was in jail. A couple other people I don't want to throw out. But I mean, if I get the opportunity to go, then because it's a learning situation, and it's also what the Bible said. Have you come to me at my lowest point? Have you come to, to offer healing to me wherever I've been? And, that's who I am. I'm about positivity and healing and growth for everybody. So if that's the light that we see today, then, then that's what's been done.
All right, Joe Torre, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so very much.
Hey, man. Appreciate you. Take it easy.
This a PSA. Black men, leave these white women alone because they nothing but trouble. One thing about the black race, they got every color. You can find the whitest snow and blackest silk.